Italy's really rich, time for them to care a lot about art and the ancient classics. It's kind of like a rebirth. Here's a printer, let's make books. So
let's expand on that. While there is debate as to when the Renaissance truly began, the story I'll be going with was in the year 1401, when there was a competition held by the Cloth Importers Guild, or RTD Calimala. This competition was for the design of the doors at their baptistry. Many artists entered the competition, including Filippo Brunelleschi, Lorenzo Ghiberti, Jacopo della Quercia, Simone da Cole, Niccolo de Arezzo, Niccolo di Pietri Lamberti, Francesco di Valdambrino, and Donato di Niccolo di Vettovardi. In the end, there were two finalists, Filippo Brunelleschi and Lorenzo Ghiberti. The judges could not decide who was better, and assigned for them to work together on the doors. However, Brunelleschi, being the prideful person he was, did not want to work with Ghiberti. He went to Rome to study architecture instead. Ghiberti began work on the doors on his own. It took him 21 years to finish the door. That competition seemed to be the beginning of a new age of
art and the ancient classics. It's kind of like a rebirth.
Continuing on to those classics. While Latin texts were studied fairly broadly, along with Greek texts on science, math, and philosophy, other Greek works of a literary, historical, or oral nature were only studied by small groups of Byzantine scholars. This changed during the Renaissance, as Renaissance scholars brought the aforementioned Greek classics into common circulation through multiple efforts to translate them. Study of these classics led to the popularization of a type of system of thought known as humanism, which stresses the importance of human beings over the supernatural and divine.
Here's a printer, let's make books. So
Johannes Gutenberg was a German printer, and he came up with an ingenious invention, the printing press. It was fairly simple. First, put ink on a surface it wouldn't sink into. Second, get a printing medium. Finally, apply pressure. The printing press itself was only for the final step. This fairly simple method allowed for people to copy directly instead of by hand. This allowed for the rapid transfer of ideas through books. The Renaissance has a lot to cover, so I will expand on this topic even further in the near future. But as for what is in history the entire world, I guess, that is all he mentioned in the video. Except for how
Italy's really rich.
that's actually on the top right there. You can go watch it now.